Hi, this is Nandini Krishnamurthy. Welcome back to my channel, Knowledge with Nandini. Today we will talk a little about the space requirements in the CSSD, a topic which many people are confused about, but which is the most important aspect while designing a CSSD. If you don't have enough space, how would you carry out all your activities according to standard protocols? If you are involved in the department from the planning stage itself, you are very lucky. Please, please, please do not let any engineer, architect or administrator design your CSSD. You are the master of your subject and should have the major say in the matter. Don't buy the stories of the management about space constraints, etc. Ever wonder why they fall short of space only when it comes to CSSD? I have experienced all this, hence I would like to warn you before you fall into the trap. If you feel you are not experienced enough to face your CEO or director, many CSSD seniors are willing to help. You are not alone. There is a strong CSSD network around you. Please avail of it. Coming to space requirements, it is common knowledge that 7 to 10 square feet per bed is required. To help you further, I am going to give you some approximations as per my experience and considering Indian conditions. If your hospital has up to 100 beds, you must have 100 square feet of space. That is 10 square feet per bed. As you go in for more number of beds, you may slightly decrease the per square feet area. For example, a 1000 square feet hospital needs 7000 square feet. Try not to go below 7 square feet per bed in a full-fledged CSSD. Full-fledged means that all the washing, packing and sterilization activities are carried out here. If there are very few surgeries in your hospital or some washing or packing is done somewhere else, then only less space may be required. Depending on the type of service to be provided, space should be allotted for various sections. For example, are you going to use linen for drapes and wraps or use disposables? In case you are using disposable, you may not need a linen section at all. In case of pre-cut or pre-packed gauze, you may need a smaller dressing material preparation area. Hence, decide the services you want to provide and the equipment you will buy before deciding total as well as the space for each function. The major spaces or areas in the department are the washing or decontamination area, the assembly or packing area, and the sterile storage area. Let us call these the working areas. We also have the support areas consisting of offices, change rooms, internal corridors, non-sterile stores, etc. I would further like to share a general space allocation for these different areas, purely from my experience. Coming to the working areas, the decontamination area needs 20-25% of the total space. It should be enough to house the receiving counter, the equipment for washing, sinks, racks, etc. The assembly area requires the maximum space, around 30-40% of total space. Enough space must be available here to allow for organization of the workspace. All materials, for example in the packing area, should be located within easy range of the workbench. Packing material, indicators, etc. There should be also enough space to maneuver, line up, load and unload trolleys. I suggest less space for the sterile storage area as most sets are issued to the OT as soon as they are done. So I advocate 10-15% only. The remaining space should be kept for support areas which need a minimum of 10-20% of total space. If possible, designate areas for management offices, staff areas for eating and drinking, and dedicated change rooms. In fact, I would say have rooms for showering too, as we are not sure if the staff has the time or inclination or facility to shower before they come here. In India, water is not available 24 hours. Again, this is just my thought, my experience. It is not in any guidelines. It is also very important to provide a pleasant interior environment which helps not only staff to be cheerful but results in more output and less mistakes. Think, could you work well in a dirty, dark, dingy place with a grumpy manager? Well, that's all for now. This is me signing off.